So hey, it's John. It is 11:54 Friday, February 7th, and the landlady just left to go to one of her free meals and stuff like that. And again, to talk about the house, the overall, she has not made one repair. Last night, or actually this morning, about 4 o'clock in the morning, whatever was living in the attic was crawling around and making noise. It sounded like he was rolling whoever it was, whatever it was rolling a pool ball around on the floor up there, and that was out above the hallway ceiling, outside this wall here. He was out, further toward the steps, where the steps go down to meet the front door. And I open up the door to go film him, and boom, there she is, in the hallway, roaming around at 4:30, quarter to five, 10 to 5 in the morning, which makes no sense. Well, it makes perfect sense because you can hear down on the landing downstairs what's in the attic. It makes so much noise and it's so loud. I could have filmed it the one day coming in the door, but I chose not to. It has, whatever it is, it has long claws, and it almost sounds like a small or medium-sized dog with which needs their nails trimmed. That's what it sounds like, and it's big, it's huge. The other thing I want to discuss is when I paid my rent on the 3rd, I happened to mention to the landlady, and I showed her the thing on my back growing. It looks horrendous. There's black and blue marks all around it, circular black and blue marks all around it, and the thing's about golf ball size. And since then, I thought it was a boil or an ingrown hair or something like that. Or, stuff comes to mind like cancer, yada, yada. My aunt just passed away from exactly that. She had a tumor growing on her spine, and she died back in this past summer or the summer before. I forget when it was. But and my family can attest to this. They know she passed away with cancer. My mom had stomach cancer and also diabetes. I've got all these illnesses going through me, and this nut downstairs yesterday morning clangs on the radiator. What they do is, and I'm sitting here on my bed, as soon as I get up to go to the bathroom or go to do something, clang real loud. I mean, it shakes my whole floor. And the heat's not on now. I got my window open, and it's freezing in here. One of the reasons I do that is to keep the bed bug population down, the dust mites, the funky smells that are coming out of these carpets and this whole house down. So you gotta, and I have the top part. You can't see it because I have it blocked off with my shirts, but about 6 to 8 inches of that is open to let the heat out and let the cold in to kill whatever's in here, germs, dust mites, bed bugs. And I do spray, like I said, but my whole point of this video is I'm so sick constantly, and this fucking lunatic just adds to it. She's got people spying on me outside my windows. I hear people in here all the time on the stairs playing fucking games, tromping up and down the steps, never actually coming all the way up, just playing games. Banging on the radiators. I mean, I am physically ill all the time from diabetes, hepatitis C. I've got liver damage from years of alcohol and drug abuse, and all these other medical conditions wrong with me. I can't, they don't give me time to breathe to even make a doctor's appointment. Do you understand what I mean? She's down there, bang, 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 because I showed her my wound, or whatever you want to call it, my growth, and said I might be, going to the ER if it gets worse, and they might keep me depending on whether I need antibiotics or not. Well, since then it's gotten better. I've been putting antibacterial cream on it, washing it off 2 to 3 to 5 times a day, making sure it's clean, peroxide, the whole 9 yards, and I'm actually getting better. And I'm also taking Advil, enough to choke a horse, so it actually helps my pinched sciatic nerve, my two crushed lower vertebrae don't ache as much, my arthritis. Again, I'm blind in my left eye, going blind in my right from diabetes. The left eye is actually a birth defect. My retina split, so I can't see out of my left eye. But the diabetes is not helping, the high blood sugar all the time. And it's none of her concern. It's nobody's fucking business but my own. It's not my pastors, not the congregation members. Nobody in Pottstown should be in any of my business, including this nut job who does not clean her own house. And it smells like a dead body in a tomb down there. It wafts up the steps, cat poop, shit, piss, all that, cigarette smoke. She's the funkiest person I've ever met. But at the same time, hypocritically, she'll come tell you how to fold your laundry. I've never met a person like this. And these rugs, again, were like this when I got here. The paint, you can tell it's never been painted in the past 30 years. I've been over this many times in different videos, but the whole point is she clanged on the radiator yesterday morning. You said you were going to the ER. I want you out of here. Blah, 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 blah. Who the fuck is this lady to tell me anything to do? How to tie my shoes, which way to wear my underwear? I didn't sign on my lease to gain a warden or a mommy, and she's got some fruitcakes listening now outside the window. Drug dealers, most likely, can't spell their own name, but they're out here dealing drugs, eavesdropping. Probably her son or whatever retard she lets in this building. So my whole point of these videos is to show a pattern and to show zoning what's going on, and my biggest question is, what is she doing with a license? What the hell is she doing with a license? I am getting ready to call the health department right now and the SPCA on her. She probably got her cats out of here by now because they eavesdrop like this fag out here is doing now. And then they feed her back information and she covers her own ass, meaning her sister's probably got the cats now and will have them for the next week to a month. So there won't be no cat smell or no cats when SPCA gets here. But what I'm going to have someone do is call the SPCA on the down low and turn her in randomly. That way, when they come, the cats will be here. But she's been doing a lot of cleaning down there, and again, I assume that's why all the noise was happening at 4:30 in the morning in case they would show up. She was out there running stuff to the garbage out the front door and just move. But this is like she does at vampire hours. Who wants to, be woken up by, a raccoon in the attic playing skittle ball and her downstairs stomping around in boots, getting rid of garbage at 4 o'clock in the morning? Who does this? Drug addicts, crackheads, and drunks. That's how they run their lives. Everything's done in secret at night, and you got to adapt to their hours. They've made my health go and mental, emotional, physical health go downhill so much I can't even think half the time, and I'm blaming zoning too, because they have done abso-fucking-lutely nothing to get this landlady to comply to state, local, whatever codes. What is she doing with a license? That's what I'm trying to say.